Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 22nd of April 2020. Welcome to video number 117. Today we're going to talk about why the highest form of manhood is being a gentleman. Today I watched a video, or one of the videos which is basically the best of The Voice. This is a program when people are singing and jury is sitting, not seeing who's singing, and when they decide that they like it, they turn. Like probably this whole thing, but because I was connected to music from for all my life, and even my past generations, like my parents, grandparents, and grandparents, they're having this music alignment. Then I could react to music as well. So I watched this video, and there's one song that I didn't really like for many time, many years, and today I kind of listened to the text, and this is a song that this is a man's world, and I especially because I don't like this whole sexist thing, and where we are as a society right now. I just didn't like musically, and the text is like, ugh. But I heard one lady sing this song today, and I kind of couldn't get this feeling that I can't disagree with the text, which is basically that this is a man's world. That everything, most of the things is done by men, but it would basically have no sense of existing if there would be no woman or no girl. And I listened to that and I said to myself, I agree. I completely agree. And because that it explains why all our world, everything that you think that is there for you as a man is always somehow connected or circling around women. And this is fascinating because that's why we say that there are even wars started because of love, because of women. So I kind of start to think about it, and looking from the beginning. At the beginning, when we are like young boys, we don't like girls. Like, ugh, no. But then, few years later, everything starts and never ends, because then, first of all, you start to be a little bit interested. Then you start to see that you're even more interested. Then you start to see that the ladies are sexy. Then you want to sleep with them, and it takes you through this whole hormonal and crazy period of your life as you as a guy. And then you get to the point that you want to be with one. You want to take care of one more than the rest. You want to settle down. You want to spend your life basically with her. And then you go even further, and this is the state that I am for the last few years. That no matter how you get in touch, in contact with ladies, you start to be protective. Whether it's your niece, whether it's your colleague in your workplace that you kind of have a great time working with, whether it's your sister, whether it's your wife, obviously, whether it's your mother, your grandmother, you kind of become protective. And then you start to see that the more you become self-aware, the more you become building yourself as a man, the more it's automatic for you to take care, especially of women. Not only their kids and everybody, you can take care of your guy friends as well. You express it differently, but the whole thing is like, especially towards women, you become like protective. And I call it, laughing at myself, that it's like this father thing that kind of wakes up in you, that you want to take care of others, especially the women, especially women. And it's fascinating because if you look at this, it just tells you straight to your face that all your life is gonna be kind of circling around women. So what is obvious but not obvious, which is common sense, but common sense is not really common anymore. You've got to learn three basic things. Because if this is true, then first of all you need to understand women. You need to understand how they operate, how they think, and surprisingly it's very easy. And when I hear that men say that I don't understand women, I just like, Are you blind? Are you deaf? There were so many books written. There were so many things said and recorded and written that it's hard to understand why someone would not be able to understand women. And I'm not saying that I know everything. Obviously you learn through a whole life, but looking at my life and my experience, it's obvious. Then if you understand few basic things, you're able to understand how women think. There's like a psychology. There's like a basic experience that most of women will have. The same goes with us. If you want to understand a guy, there's just few simple psychological rules and few simple things that most of us act on or behave, and you will understand how men think. That obvious. We are not alien to each other. So from that point, this is the first thing you have to understand how they think, why they go towards emotions, why they're driven by them, why they're how they think and how they express it. We all got the same needs. We just express them differently. So that's why you need to understand how they express the things that you see in yourself, that you want, the closeness, the sexual drive, the how they express what they think, how they express what they care about, why they care about kids, why they care about a house, how they approach men, what they seem. It's like few simple rules. If you understand it, then it becomes easy. And I can say that I've got some level, I think, of understanding, because what I saw through the I don't know how many years now is that no matter what kind of women I was able to become in touch with, or be in touch with, I was able to build a relationship. I built so many friendships, so many great relationship with women, and it just works. So that's why I say it has to be easy, because it is easy. And out of that, you are able to build your relationship with your girl. And that everything starts with you being able or not being able to understand women. Second thing, that it will take you, if you understand women, then you have to understand how to talk to them. Because you won't be able to build any relationship if you are not able to verbalize that you are interested, or that you want to spend time, or you have to cooperate somehow. But it's so easy to talk when you understand how they think, how they operate. Because it's just a matter of you knowing what to say and when and how. And if you understand them, there's no problem with that. So you've got to learn how they think, how they operate, and second, how to talk to them, how to build the relationship that you want to build. And three, you'll have to learn how to take care of them. And this is interesting of its own, because when you start to get to the point that you want to take care of them, like I am in this time right now, it is great experience, because first of all, it gives you fulfillment. It gives you this feeling that if I'm able to take care of my niece, of my sister, of my mom, of my wife, of every girl that is there that I have some contact with, it gives you pleasure. And then you start to understand that it's not about forcing anyone. It's not that I'm physically stronger, I'm emotionally much narrower, so it's much easier for me to go through life. I'm not so emotional, so I'm just going through life and I'm just saying whatever to most of the things. I'm not taking things personally. So it's not me kind of forcing this on someone else. It's just me being ready to help. I'm just like on permanent standby. Because if I see that I'm stronger than my wife, then I don't have to force her to become like me. I don't have to force her to do everything for her. I'm just there if she needs my help, and she just asks me, and I'm ready to serve. And many times I'm just go and just go an extra mile to do something just because I love her. But then she comes back to me with smile, with saying thank you, and that's how we build this relationship. And the same thing goes with everybody else. So you have to learn how to build yourself first to be able to serve with that. Because this is the whole amazing thing. And that's why I call this video that being a gentleman is like the highest form of being a man, because you're gonna get there. It's just a matter of if you're gonna be ready. Building yourself, your self-awareness, your self-confidence, your strength, your capability to serve, and then will you be able to understand how they work, to be able to talk to them, and then to help them. But you're gonna get there. You're just gonna struggle if you won't be able to do it. You're gonna struggle because you won't know how. But you're gonna get there. But the most fascinating thing is that it all comes together. It all kind of puts this whole thing. It puts this whole thing together, and it fits. That the more you are self-aware, the more you see that you build yourself, you feel like a man, the more you won't care, and it fulfills you to play that role. That's so simple, but you have to experience it to understand, and that's why I built this whole project. That's why I called it Manhood Explained, because many times we're having issues with understanding, we're having issues to going forward, we're having issues. So that's why I said, listen, this is easy. Let me just share my experience. There's nothing big about this whole thing, and I thought if I'll be able to help at least few of you, that'd be great, because I can see how fulfilled I am as a guy, as a man, when I'm able to be a gentleman, because I'm self-aware, I'm self-confident, and I know how to talk to them, I know how to help them, and that's why I can use this to help them, to have my great relationship for myself, and have a great relationship with so many of them, being just simply a friend. Because this is what I want you to take from this video. That we, the gentlemen, we are a dying breed. And what we need is this whole new generation of guys who will understand that the higher priority and the highest privilege of every man is to get yourself to this position to be able to be gentlemen, to build your self-awareness, self-confidence, to train, to do whatever you need to do, to be able to take care, be smart enough, to be clever enough, to be wise enough, to be able to take care, to help, to support, to be like a father, whether you're a father or whether you're just a friend, but being able to play this role, that I do whatever I can to help you. But if you need, that you'll be able to fight, that you won't be scared of pain or blood. You're gonna fight like a soldier if you have to, and you have to, lay your life, because that's the honor, that's the privilege, that's what we all been for every whole time. That's why I think the whole thing is about understanding this is a privilege. The privilege that will make you fulfilled as a guy, just because you will be able to be a gentleman. I don't know how to explain it differently. So, listen, think about it, and do something about it. Start building yourself, and then understand how to understand women, how to talk to them, and how to serve. Because then you'll start to understand that this is the man, the version of man that you always wanted to be. If you liked this video, comment. If you didn't, comment as well. DM me. And if there's anything that you want me to record about, just give me a shout. I'll be glad to do it. That being said, see you tomorrow.